student, this is Vanita Singh from St. Xavier School, Nalia. I hope you all are fine and staying safe at your home. Today we are going to discuss class 9 chapter number 4, poem number 4, A Legend of the Northland. Okay, so without any delay, let's get introduction to this poem. So A Legend of the Northland is a ballad. Ballad means what? A ballad is a poem narrating a story in short stanzas. Okay, ballad is a form of a poem in which we are narrating a story and in short stanzas, in form of short stanzas, and all the stanzas are comprises of 4 lines. In total, there are 16 stanzas in this poem, and these stanzas will tell us a story. Okay, and normally ballad are a part of the folk culture, okay, popular culture, or passed on orally from one generation to another. Okay, जैसे कि आपका होता है, जैसे दादाजी ने पापा को कोई स्टोरी सुनाई, आपके पापा ने आपको स्टोरी सुना दी, हम आगे की जनरेशन को वो स्टोरी सुना रहे हैं. तो ये बैलेट जो होता है वो एक ऐसे फॉर्म होती है, ठीक है, ऐसा फॉर्म होता है पोएम के थ्रू, और 4 लाइंस के उसमें कॉम्प्राइजेस रहते हैं, स्टेंजर्स, शॉर्ट स्टेंजर्स में पोएम के फॉर्म में स्टोरी बता दी जाती है, तो उसको बोलते हैं बैलेट फॉर्म. ठीक है, बैलेट पोएम. ओके, so folk culture comprises of the traditional stories and which are passed on from one generation to another generation. Okay, and in this story, Northland area is used because the area which is near about the North Pole. Okay, exact place is not specified, but Northland means the area in the northernmost part of the earth. Okay, near the North Pole. Okay, then legend word is used here. So here legend word is used for a historical story. Okay, means one which is very old and has been passed on from one generation to the another generation. So there is northern land stand for the area which is near about the North Pole, and the legend word is used for because it's in a historical story. It was orally passed on from one generation to the another generation. I hope you understand it very well. Okay, so without any delay, let's start it. In our first stanza, away in the Northland, where the hours of the day are few. Okay, in this region means in the North Pole, in Northland, the duration of the day is very less because its position is such that the sun rays reaches from a very less time. Okay, sun बहुत पास रहता है, तो इसीलिए वहां पे क्या होता है, डे के टाइम जो होता है वो बहुत ज्यादा लेस होता है, and the nights are so long in the winter that they cannot sleep them through. Okay, so in this area, in the northern area, okay, when they are experiencing the winter season, the duration of the night is very long and the daytime hours are very less. Okay, in these 4 lines, they refer to the people who live in the region. Okay, in this region, in northern region, the peoples they were who were live there in the northern region, they is referred for them. And the poet says that the duration of the night time is so long that the pupils cannot sleep them through. If they are going to bed, they can in few hours of sleep they again wake up, and still they are night, and he want to emphasize on the fact that the duration of the night is very long. Okay, so वो वही बता रहा है कि नाइट का इतना ज्यादा होता है कि सोने के बाद बंदे उठ भी जाते हैं रात को, लेकिन उस टाइम पे भी क्या रहता है, वहां पे नाइट ही रहती है. तो इतनी ज्यादा लंबी नाइट्स होती है विंटर सीजन जब एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं वहां पे, और समर और ये जो दिन का टाइम होता है वो बहुत कम होता है. ओके, in stanza 2, where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges when it snow, and the children look like bear cubs is their funny furry clothes. Okay, sledge का मतलब होता है कोई भी एक व्हीकल जो कि ड्राउट एनिमल्स होते हैं ना, जैसे बैल वगैरह हो गए, है ना, तो उनके लिए जो बैलगाड़ी यूज करते हैं, ऐसे यूज करते हैं ना, तो वो व्हीकल हो गया जिसके अंदर वो लोड के लिए या पैसेंजर्स को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह, जहाँ पे आइस और स्नो होती है वो एरिया में, वहां पे एक जगह से दूसरी जगह में क्या करते हैं, लोड या पैसेंजर्स को मतलब लोड्स वगैरह जो हो गए, सामान जो हो गया, उसको ट्रांसपोर्ट करने के लिए जो यूज करते हैं ना व्हीकल, उसको बोला गया यहाँ पे स्लेज. ओके, हार्नेस द स्विफ्ट इंडर. स्विफ्ट का मतलब होता है जो कि बहुत ज्यादा तेज चलता है, ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा, समथिंग विच रन्स वेरी फास्ट. एंड हार्नेस द रेंडर का मतलब होता है कि वहां पे जो रोप जो है स्लेज में, उसको मतलब किस तरीके से बांधा हुआ है, मतलब इतना ज्यादा टाई किया हुआ है उसको कि वो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के लिए यूज हो रहा है, और स्विफ्ट जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा फास्टली मतलब वो व्हीकल जा रहा है. ठीक है, so what's the meaning of these 4 lines? The Northland region experienced the severe cold conditions. Okay, snowy area है, ठीक है, वहां पे कोल्ड कंडीशंस होती हैं. सो द reindeer in an animal which is found in its polar region, people tie the reindeer to the sledge and then the reindeer pull the sledge. Okay, वहां पे रस्सी से मतलब उसको टाई कर दिया जाता है और फिर उसको उससे क्या किया जाता है, पुल किया जाता है किसको, स्लेज को. ठीक है, स्लेज मतलब वो व्हीकल. ठीक है, एंड ही ऑल्सो एड्स इन देयर lines that the children also look like see are young one of the bear. मतलब young cub, bear cubs means क्या होता है, bear के बच्चे. ठीक है, तो वो ऐसे लगते हैं जैसे bear के बच्चे because they were wearing the funny looking clothes made up of fur which is look like furry skin of the bear. Okay, furry skin लगती है जैसे bear की furry skin हो, तो इसीलिए वहां पे बोला कि उनके जो बच्चे हैं वो भी bear cub जैसे दिखाई देते हैं. In stanza number 3, they tell them a curious story. I don't believe that's true, and yet you may learn a lesson if I tell the tale to you. Okay, curious means होता है strange story. ठीक है, ऐसे story जिसपे क्या उसको trust हुआ क्या नहीं हुआ वो बाकी हम पढ़ते हैं. In the line first, they refer to the parents or elders. Okay, they refer यहाँ पे हुआ है parents के लिए और elders के लिए, क्योंकि वैलिड है. ओके, हिस्टोरिकल वो आता है इसमें, लेवेंट आता है, लेजेंड है ये स्टोरी, तो वन पर्सन से मतलब वन जनरेशन से दूसरे जनरेशन में जा रहा है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे दे रेफर टू, दे टेल अस क्यूरियस स्टोरी मींस दे आर पेरेंट्स एंड एल्डर्स. ओके, them means the children's or the young generations. Okay, so the elders of the northern region tell a strange and interesting story to the younger generation, and the poet says that he does not think that the story is true, but if he tells the story to the readers, maybe the reader could learn a lesson from it. The story gives an important message. Okay, this story gives a very important message. Stanza number 4. Once, when the good Saint Peter lived in the world below and walked about it preaching just as he did, you know. Saint Peter means क्रिस्ट के जो अपोस्टल होते हैं उनको बोला जाता है, जो जीसस को फॉलो करते हैं, जीसस क्रिस्ट को जो फॉलोवर्स होते हैं या फिर उनके डिसाइपल्स बोल सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो वो होते हैं सेंट पीटर. ओके, प्रीचिंग मीन्स होता है कि रिलीजियस टॉक करना, मतलब रिलीजियस टॉक करना, अपने धर्म के बारे में बताना. तो वो वहां से लौट रहे थे, तो क्या हुआ, तो स्टोरी कहाँ से स्टार्ट होती है. The story is about Saint Peter, and when the Saint Peter used to live in the world and went around giving religious lecture to the people, just like all the saints do. Okay, then an incident happened, and what's the incident? Stanza number 5. He came to the door of a cottage in traveling round the earth, where a little woman was making cakes and baking them on the hearth. Hearth means होता है fireplace. ठीक है, fireplace को यहाँ पे बोला है जो कुकिंग के लिए नॉर्मली यूज किया जाता है, उस fireplace को बोल रहा है. So when the Saint Peter was moving around the world giving religious lectures to the people, he reached the door of a cottage where a small woman was making cake, and she was baking the cake in the fireplace. Okay, the fireplace where she used to cook. Okay. Stanza number 6. And being faint with fasting for the day was almost done, he asked her for her store of cakes to give him a single one. Faint means होता है बहुत ज्यादा weak हो जाना, मतलब चक्कर आना भूख के मारे. ठीक है, so as the Saint Peter had not eaten anything the entire day, and he was very hungry and was feeling very weak, feeling faint, so he went to the woman who was baking cakes, and he asked for one cake out of many cake that she had baked. Okay, already उसने बहुत सारे केक बना रखे थे, तो उसमें से एक केक के लिए उसने उसको डिमांड किया कि मुझे ये केक खाना है. Stanza number 7. So she made a very little cake, but as it baking lay, she looked at it and thought it seemed too large to give away. Okay, so the woman was very selfish. Here the woman is characterized as a very selfish woman. She did not give cake for her store, or instead of that she started making a very small cake for the Saint Peter, and she did not want to share her things. But when she put the cake for baking, she looked at it and thought that this cake was too big to be given to someone. Okay, वो अभी भी किसी को देने के लिए उसको लग रहा है कि अगर यार किसी को देना है तो ये बहुत बड़ा केक है. ठीक है, Stanza number 8. Therefore she needed another and still a smaller one, but it looked when she turned it over as large as the first has done. Needed means होता है डफ बनाना, मतलब उसका जो डफ बनाता है फ्लोर से, तो वो उसने दोबारा से बनाया, नीड किया उसने. द लिटिल माइजर वुमन, जो लिटिल वुमन थी, वो जो लिटिल सेल्फिश वुमन थी, she thought that the cake was too big to be given away. So she started making another smaller cake, and when she looked at that cake, she again felt that it was as big as the previous one. Okay, again she was not ready to give the smaller cake to the Saint Peter. Okay, next, stanza number 9. Then she took a tiny scrap of duff and rolled it flat and baked it then as a wafer. But she could not part with that. स्क्रैप का मतलब होता है स्मॉल अमाउंट लेना, मतलब डफ जो पड़ा है उसका बहुत छोटा स्मॉल अमाउंट लिया और उसको पूरा स्क्रैप करके उसको बहुत ज्यादा फ्लैट करके एकदम वेफर जैसा बना दिया उसने. ओके, सो द थर्ड टाइम शी टुक अ वेरी स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ डफ एंड रोल्ड इट. द poet says that she rolled to lay emphasis on the fact that she rolled the duff and made it very thin like a wafer and baked it. But she was so greedy that she could not give that thin piece of bread to the saint also. Okay, उसको वो भी बहुत ज्यादा मतलब लग रहा है कि बहुत ज्यादा है ये, उसको किसी को देने के लिए ये केक भी बहुत ज्यादा है. ठीक है, जबकि उसने वेफर जितना पतला फ्लैटन कर दिया था उसको पूरे केक को. स्टैंडर्ड नंबर 10. For she said, my cakes that seem too small when I eat of them myself are yet too large to give away. So she put them on the shelf. The woman ने क्या रीजन दिया यहाँ पे कि जब मैं केक खाती हूँ तो वो बहुत ज्यादा स्मॉल हो जाते हैं, बट अगर मुझे किसी को देना होता है तो ये जो केक है ये इतने बड़े कैसे हो जाते हैं. देन शी ऑल्सो पुट ऑल द केक ऑफ द शेल्फ ऑफ हर किचन एंड शी डिड नॉट गिव एनी केक टू द सेंट पीटर. ओके, उसके बाद उसने ये सारे केक जो भी बनाए सारे अपने शेल्फ में रख दिए, स्टोर में रख दिए, बट सेंट पीटर को एक भी केक नहीं दिया. Stanza number 11. Then could Saint Peter grow angry, for he was hungry and faint, and surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. Provoke करना मतलब किसी को गुस्सा दिलाना, provoke करना. ठीक है. So here, because of Saint Peter was very hungry and also feeling very weak, like faint. Okay, so Saint Peter became angry. He was hungry, he was feeling very weak, and selfish woman who was not ready to give him a very small cake also. So this behavior of the greedy woman angered the saint. Okay, and he said, you are far too selfish to dwell in a human form, to have both food and shelter and fire to keep you warm. Then उसके बाद में क्या किया, dwell means होता है live करना, to live मतलब जीना, जिंदगी जीना, या फिर as a human आप जी रहे हो तो dwell बोला है उसको यहाँ पे. So Saint Peter cursed a woman. Saint Peter ने उसको क्या किया, cursed कर दिया वहाँ पे, उसको श्राप दिया and said that she was very selfish, she did not deserve to live like a human being. And he added that God has given her food, shelter, fire to keep warm, but she had become selfish for all the resources she had. She did not want to share them with anybody. Okay. Stanza number 13. Now you shall build as the birds do, and shall get your scanty food by boring and boring and boring all the day in the hard dry wood. Okay, scanty means होता है बहुत छोटा, boring means होता है कि कोई भी हॉल जैसे कि किसी भी टूल से डिग करके किसी हॉल को कर रहे हैं तो उसको बोला गया है कि किसी बोरिंग करना, मतलब कोई भी हॉल में डिग 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 करके मतलब किसी टूल से वो डिग करना कोई हॉल. ठीक है, तो हो गया वहां पे, उसको बहुत ज्यादा गुस्सा आ गया था सेंट पीटर को कि भाई यार इसके पास ह्यूमन बीइंग है, उसके पास फूड है, शेल्टर है, फायर है, सब कुछ है, उसके बावजूद भी मतलब ये अपनी ये सारी चीजें मतलब किसी से शेयर नहीं कर सकती है. तो फिर उन्होंने क्या किया, सेंट पीटर cursed a woman that hence she would became a bird because she did not deserve the human form. She shall became a bird, and just like birds build their houses by boring into the wood and collect very little food by working hard the entire day. Similarly, she would also work hard in the dry wood all day and get little food and make a small place for herself to live in. Okay, तो उन्होंने क्या श्राप दिया उसको कि अब तुम क्या करोगे, तुम ह्यूमन बीइंग एज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग तुम डिजर्व नहीं करती हो. तो उन्होंने क्या बोला कि आप बर्ड बनोगे, बर्ड बनने के बाद में आप पूरा दिन डिग करते रहोगे खाने के लिए, इधर उधर भटकते रहोगे, पूरा दिन वर्क हार्ड करोगे, फिर भी तुम्हें बहुत कम फूड मिलेगा खाने को और तुम्हें रहने के लिए भी बहुत कम जगह मिलेगी. तो ये सारी चीजें उन्होंने उनको श्राप दिया. देन अब शी वेंट थ्रू द चिमनी, नेवर स्पीक अ वर्ड, एंड आउट ऑफ द टॉप फ्lew a woodpecker, and she was changed to a bird. Okay, as soon as Saint Peter cursed the woman, she did not get a chance to speak for herself because that very moment she flew up on the roof through the chimney and flew out in the form of a bird. And Saint Peter cursed her, converted the woman into a bird. उनका जो कर्स था, उनका जो श्राप था, उसने क्या हुआ, वो वुमेन जो थी वो बर्ड में कन्वर्ट हो गई. ठीक है, समझ में आ रहा है इतना? तो उसको अपनी तरफ से कुछ भी बोलने का या सफाई देने का मौका नहीं मिला था, क्योंकि उससे पहले ही क्या हुआ था, चिमनी से होते हुए वो एक मतलब ऊपर की तरफ गई और एक बर्ड के फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो गई. Stanza number 15. She had a scarlet cap on her head and that was left the same, but all the rest of her clothes were burned black as a coil in the flame. Scarlet का मतलब होता है बहुत ज्यादा भड़कता हुआ रेड कलर, जिसको बोलते हैं ब्रिलियंट रेड कलर, जिसको बोलते हैं वो बोलते हैं. ठीक है. So when the woman turned into the bird, at that time she was wearing a red colored cap on her head. So this cap was there on the bird's head also, but the woman's remaining clothes had burned and turned black in color just like a coal. Okay. Stanza number 16. And every country schoolboy has seen her in the wood where she live in the trees till this very day, boring and boring for the food. Country means होता है वहाँ पे जो rural areas है, वहाँ पे रहने वाले जो belongies होते हैं वहाँ के, उनको बोला गया है वहाँ पे country. So people who live in the countryside, even the small children also who go to the school, seeing this kind of birds in the woods. Okay, they see that she stay there all day and keep on digging to the woods with her beak and to collect her food. So whenever any child see this kind of bird, then his elder tell him this story, and they says that the bird used to be a woman earlier and she was very greedy, and so she was cursed by a Saint Peter and turned into a bird. So they get a teaching that they should not be greedy. Okay, so ये poem है that you should not, you also not to be greedy, okay, in your life. So let's come to its literary devices. Okay, so here rhyme scheme is ABCD type. Okay, alliteration, figure of speech is used in stanza number 1, where the, that, them, though, the sound is repeated. Stanza 2, they, the sound is repeated. Look like la sound is repeated. Funny fury, first sound is repeated here. In stanza number 3, they, them, the sound repeated. Yet you, y sound repeated. Learn lesson, la sound repeated. Tell, tale, to, sound is repeated. Okay. In stanza number 5, woman was. So wa sound is repeated. Them, the, her, the sound is repeated again here. In stanza number 6, find fasting, for sound is repeated. Stanza 8, still smaller, s sound is repeated. Stanza number 9, look, took tiny, t sound is repeated here. Then stanza number 10, seem small, s sound is repeated. Stanza number 13, build, bird, b sound is repeated. By boring, boring, b sound is repeated. Then repetition sound is also used here. Okay, as per you know that the words and sentences repeated to lay the emphasis on it. So stanza number 1, away word is used. Away word is repeated, away and away, like that. Okay, in stanza number 9, rolled word is repeated. Stanza number 13 and 16, boring and boring and boring, ऐसे words repeat हुए यहाँ पे. ठीक है. इसके बाद में क्या होता है, enjambment भी यूज हुआ है इसमें, मीन्स रनिंग लाइन्स ऑफ पोइट्री फ्रॉम वन टू द नेक्स्ट विदाउट यूजिंग एनी काइंड ऑफ पंक्चुएशन टू इंडिकेट अ स्टॉप. ओके, कोई भी इंडिकेशन यूज नहीं हुआ है, कोई भी स्टॉप करने के लिए कुछ ऐसा यूज नहीं हुआ है. तो वो कहाँ यूज हुआ है, स्टैंजा नंबर 1 में, लाइन नंबर 3 एंड 4 में. ठीक है. स्टैंजा नंबर 2 में लाइन नंबर 1 एंड 2, लाइन नंबर 3 एंड 4, एंड स्टैंजा नंबर 3 में लाइन नंबर 3 एंड 4, स्टैंजा नंबर 4 में लाइन 1 2 3 एंड 4, स्टैंजा 10 में लाइन 1 2 एंड 3, स्टैंजा 11 में लाइन 1 एंड 2. ओके, and similarly figure of speech is also used. Okay, and when we are using simile, when we are comparing something to as and like. Okay, by using the word as and like. Okay, stanza number 2, the children look like a beer cups. Okay, so here children are compared to the beer cup. Stanza number 9, baked it thin as a wafer. So here cake is compared to a wafer. And in stanza number 15, clothes were burnt black as a coil. So here color of the burnt cloth is compared to that of a coil. Okay, so that's all in your poem. Read it very well. This is very interesting poem. Okay, very interesting story, you can say, very interesting ballad form of the story poem you studied in this poem. Okay, if you like my video, please share and subscribe my channel Vinita Shekha. Thank you so much.